Hi guys, it's been a while since I filmed a minimalism video, so I thought I would just do kind of a minimalist lifestyle update video for you and kind of share some of the recent insights and ideas around minimalism that I've had lately. Okay, so this is a kind of weird paradox that I've noticed. When I first decided to simplify my life, I kind of had this mindset that, stuff doesn't mean anything. Like, why am I surrounded by all of this stuff? Why am I continuously buying these things without really paying attention to what I'm doing? Like, why am I wasting all of this money on things that really don't mean anything to me? And so it felt really good to just kind of let go of everything and just donate it or get rid of it if I wasn't using it or wearing it. And that really felt great. But I've noticed now that when I do get something new or, the things that I do have left, they actually do mean a lot, and I'm starting to actually enjoy them and appreciate them a lot more than I ever did before. So as much as I kind of felt like stuff doesn't mean anything, I'm actually finding meaning in the few things that I do have, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that I need the things that I have. I could still, live without a lot of them, but I find that I'm getting enjoyment out of the few things that I do own. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. So I haven't really bought any knickknacks or souvenirs or things like that in a really, really long time. I used to have tons of them and they looked very cluttered, and I was just keeping things for the sake of keeping them in the past. And recently, I had a really, really good day out. We went, it was myself, my mom, Alex's mom, and my friend Alaya, who is Alex's brother's girlfriend. So the four of us had a girls' day, and we went to this berry farm, and we had a really, really nice day. And then we went to this little town called Fort Langley, and we went into this shop that had all of these gemstones and incense and candles, and it was really, really earthy and cute. And since we just had such an amazing day together, we just had a lot of great conversations, and it was just a really nice moment. And so in this shop, there was a big section of all these really pretty gemstones, and there was a book that said what each of them symbolizes. And so just for fun, I said, okay, let's each of us just pick up one of the gemstones that we're most attracted to and then read in the book what it symbolizes or what's the meaning of that gemstone. And so I picked up this one. We actually weren't going to buy them at first, but when we were reading them, we were like, oh my gosh, that's so true for me, or that's just what I need right now. And it was just a really nice moment that we had all reading about what the different meanings were. And so Alex's mom actually got all of us our little stones, and I thought, well, we can just kind of keep it as a good luck symbol or as something that is just when we have a bad day, we'll look at it and remember the nice day that we had. And the truth is that I didn't need to buy this. It doesn't have a function in my day-to-day life and might not seem very minimalist to buy something that doesn't have a use. But it's very pretty, and I look at it every day and it makes me feel good. And I hold on to it sometimes when I'm reading by my bed. I just keep it there, and I just think, it's a really pretty thing. And the truth is that a couple years ago, I would have walked into a store like that and thought, oh, these are pretty. Maybe I'll grab one of each, or, I'll leave with a bag full of stuff. And this one thing might have not felt as special if I hadn't been as intentional about it, if that makes sense. And that goes for anything. Being intentional about what you buy and what you keep makes those things that you do have feel a lot more special, and that's just something that I've noticed, so I wanted to share with you guys. Another thing about minimalism is that some areas just are easier than others. For example, things like linens and towels and, cutlery and dishes. Those are things that I don't really think about often. I haven't replaced any of them recently, and they weren't difficult for me to simplify. I simply got rid of the ones that I wasn't using or that were really worn out or broken or ripped, and I haven't really thought about them since. And the challenging areas might be different depending on the person, but for me personally, things that were challenging are cosmetics, candles, and food or food products. For example, spices. I really like to have a lot of spices, and I don't necessarily go through all of them very quickly, so they do take up a lot more space than other things in my home would. And same with candles. I really love candles, but I don't go through them as fast as I want to purchase them, if that makes sense. So sometimes I'll see a really nice candle and I'll think, hey, this is a consumable product, so I'll get this, and I'll go through the ones that I have. But I've realized that I actually don't use them up as fast as I thought I did, so I do have a few that I haven't even lit yet, and so I'm gonna kind of make a conscious effort to use up the ones that I have before going out and getting more. And so just be patient with yourself. Some areas are going to be a lot easier. Start with those. Like if you're brand new to wanting to simplify your life and wanting to declutter and minimalize your life, I guess, then start with the areas that are easiest for you, and you'll kind of get into the swing of things and really start to pay attention to what you're actually using and what you're just keeping around for the sake of it. Minimalism has also really changed the way that I spend money. I used to be very much a bargain hunter and just looking for a deal. And when I found a deal, I'd buy multiple of whatever was on sale. Yet if there was something that was a little bit higher of a purchase price, but was something that I would actually really use a lot, I'd hesitate to buy that. For example, say filming. I film every day and I really wanted to get a tripod. I mean, this is a while ago now, I have one, but things like that, I'd be like, do I want to spend the money and get a tripod? Oh, I don't know. But then it's like, well, that's something that I actually need and something that I use every single day and would make sense for me to spend the money and get a good one. And so once I stopped spending so much money on buying multiples and many different things that were, $5 and $10, you have a lot more money that you can put towards something big that you really need, like a new computer or whatever it is that is a more expensive item that you've been wanting that you would really use. So overall, it really just forces you to make more conscious decisions and not spend money mindlessly, and also just be aware of what you actually need, what you actually use, and not just looking at a sale price. And I think that's one of the best overall benefits of minimalism and simplifying your life, is that it's a form of living consciously. It forces you to look at all other aspects of your life and kind of be decisive about things. And it's easy to live in indecision sometimes and just keep things because you have them. To make a choice takes effort and takes real consideration. Even something like a capsule wardrobe, it sounds so easy to say, oh, I'll just choose 30 pieces of clothing and live with those. But if you've got 200 or 300 items of clothing and having to actually sit there and pay attention to what you really like to wear, what you really want to wear, what feels good, what is in good quality and good shape that you want to keep in your closet, to pay attention and make that effort to create that and to apply that to all other aspects of the things that you own in the areas of your life, it does take effort, but it's also very rewarding. And it has taught me to be more aware of the decisions that I'm making. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up to let me know, and I'll see you soon. Bye.